Rights activists have criticized the manner in which foreign nationals and refugees have been arrested in Cape Town. About 100 people have been arrested, and the police have used stun grenades and a water cannon to disperse hundreds of people who have been staging a sit-in for weeks outside the United Nations offices. The foreign nationals are demanding their relocation from South Africa due to what they say are constant attacks and violations of their human rights. A court order sought by the building's owners for the group's removal was granted last week and enforced only today.
Foreign nationals and refugees that have been camping out outside the Waldorf Arcade here in Cape Town for the past couple of weeks are saying that they are uncertain about their future. This morning, police as well as Metro and law enforcement officials have started an operation for the removal, acting upon a court interdict brought by the owners of the building in which the UNCHR has offices here in Cape Town. And the action by police just a short while ago receiving a statement saying that they have effected 100 arrests, assisting the sheriff of the court to effect that interdict, has come under criticism by, among others, human rights activists such as Zaki Ahmad, who we have spoken to a short while ago, himself saying that there would have been other ways and means for the sheriff as well as for the police to enact this court order. And joining me also on the scene at the moment is a Western Cape Commissioner for the South African Human Rights Commission, Mr. Chris Nissen. Advocate Nissen, we have received quite a number of complaints, especially from those who have been moved away, police acting on this court order here today. From a human rights perspective, what is your sentiment in terms of the manner in which it has happened? We've seen women, we've seen children being bundled into the back of police vans. What is the sentiment of the Human Rights Commission at this point?
Well, thank you. We've just arrived here to assess and monitor the situation. Obviously, we've heard stories from people and some people refusing medical help, and which was assist to get them away from the scene. And obviously, we condemn any form of excessive force that's been used. I've spoken to the colonel. He's assured me that there is not been excessive force being used. We've arrived late on the scene. However, we must understand also the situation where foreign nationals find themselves. They come from communities where some of them have been under attack, and obviously they want to be resettled. And our understanding is that the court order was a order against trespassing, and we're waiting for the court order by the attorneys of the owners to send it to us.
We've also seen quite a number of women that have been, and you would have seen all their possessions with them, women clutching onto their children. And of course, we understand that although there would have been a court order that police are acting upon, the kind of treatment that women have been receiving has been heavily criticized. Is this the view of the Commission as well? Well,
especially with the issue about GBV, violence against women and children. Obviously, we can never speak any violence or any ill treatment or any hard-handed treatment against women and children. And we will do our own observation, we will do our assessment, we'll do our investigation. And certainly, if there's anybody that has gone beyond the normal of duty and of maybe do it as humanely as possible, we have to interact on that. And we're also willing to, and we'll also take whatever complaints come to us in this matter, investigate and follow it up.
Thank you very much. Of course, the Commissioner for the South African Human Rights Commission in the Western Cape here, Reverend Chris Nissen, saying that the Human Rights Commission itself is on the scene at the moment to ascertain exactly what has been taking place here, as complaints about the manner in which this court order has been effected has been challenged by some, feeling, of course, by the refugee as well as foreign national community here in Cape Town, that the action was heavy-handed, and also their calls then, a persistent call really for the past few weeks or so, saying that they want to be relocated from South Africa. The issues, among others, that they claim they were being attacked within communities. Their businesses are coming under attack by some, and saying that they are not free to live in South Africa as refugees, as foreign nationals who have fled wars in some cases in their home countries. And of course, we do understand that there are engagements underway at the moment. There have been engagements for a peaceful solution in terms of the situation facing foreign nationals in South Africa. But we also understand from a statement by the Commission itself that the relocation of foreign nationals to third countries is a difficult process, is a long process. I understand, if I have my figures correctly, that there are some 260 something, if not 270,000 refugees in South Africa from various countries across Africa. And that this, of course, is the situation at the moment where there's still quite a number of people on the streets here as this court order is being effected here this afternoon. And behind me, of course, you'll hear foreign nationals as well as refugees. Let me just step out of shot for a moment. Still adamant, still in not as quite a tense standoff as earlier, but also just standing face to face with police in some quarters, saying that they will not move. They want their pleas and their plight to be heard.